Good morning everyone, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to multi-weapon a relic weapon, mainly because a lot of people have been asking me what happens to the potentials, because relic weapons are very special in the sense that they have different potentials compared to the other 5-star rarity weapons. So for example, if you get the Fivla series, they all have the same potential where they increase your crit rate. However, with the relic weapons, for example, the relic bow increases your crit rate, but the relic katana does AoE damage. So what happens to these potentials when you multi-weapon and combine them together into one weapon? Well, if you're interested, keep watching. But first of all, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, so the very first thing that you're going to need to do is obviously get two separate relic weapons. So you guys have seen my katana over here with the Fix of Fatale 4. However, I was also able to buy a relic wired lance on the market for 6.1 million. Simply because a lot of people are farming on PSO2 day, and so a lot of the relic prices went down significantly. And then of course on February 2nd we're getting the whole announcement thing, so a lot of people are expecting the relic weapons to be a lot more accessible with the whole February update. However, again, nothing has been confirmed. We're gonna have to literally wait for the headline stream to see if there's any information about this. But you're not here for that. You're here to see me combine my relic katana with my wired lances and see what potential we actually get. So in order to create a multi-weapon, we will need to come to the item lab enhancement guy over here, and then right here at the second last option is multi-weapon. However, before I show you that, I want to show you the potentials of these weapons. So we can see right here that the relic wired lance actually gives us potency plus 21%, damage resistance plus 10%, and the rest assign HP recovery plus 20%, and there's a 10-second delay to equipment effects, right? But if we look at the katana, it's different. Its potency plus 21% causes area damage when you hit an enemy, and there's a 10-second cooldown, right? So you can clearly see that the two potentials over here are different. So when we click on multi-weapon, we are going to select our base weapon. Our base weapon is the one where you want to keep all of your augments, you want to keep your fixas, you want to keep your potential. That is the base weapon, or also known as the main weapon, alright? So in my case, I want to keep my relic katana because it's the one with the fix of 4 and it's got all the expensive capsules. So boom, I'm going to do that. And then the material item selection is the secondary weapon, which you want to combine with your main weapon. Keep in mind that none of your augments will carry over, your fixas won't carry over, your potential won't carry over either. Just to prove my point, I will actually increase the potential for the relic wired lances just so that I can show you this. So you can see over here the relic wired lances, we're going to increase the potential over here to level 1 and boom. Alright, so now its potential has vigorous unit level 1, right? However, when we go to the multi-weapon, again, our main weapon is the katana, secondary weapon is going to be the relic wired lances, and you're going to say yes over here. And look, now you have a base weapon, which is the katana, as well as the material weapon, which is the secondary weapon, which is the wired lances. We're going to click yes, and boom, it is combined together. And now when we inspect our katana, you're going to notice that on page 2, it says multi-weapon and it's got the wired lance symbol next to it, so it means that they are combined together. However, you are also going to see that, look, the potential is the katana's potential and the wired lance's potential is now gone. This is simply because we use the wired lance as the secondary weapon, or also known as a material, so nothing from that weapon actually carries over other than the weapon skills themselves. So now when I open up my sub palette and I go to my item list over here, you'll notice that now I have a tab over here with wired lances where I can use the weapon action. Keep in mind, I do not have Hunter as my subclass or main class, so normally I should not be able to use wired lances simply because wired lances are a Hunter exclusive weapon. But because I multi-weaponed it with a katana, even though I am playing Braver Force, I will still have access to wired lances. So just to prove my point, you can see here I'm attacking with my katana, and look, when I press 3, I can use the wired lances. I have the wired lances equipped right now, very cool. Unfortunately, I will not be able to use any of the wired lance photon arts. So just to prove that, I'll open up my weapon palette. Over here, I will open up my katana and I will change to wired lances. You're going to see that I can do wired lance normal attacks and weapon action. However, you can see all of the photon arts are grayed out simply because I do not have Hunter as my main class or subclass. The moment I have Hunter as a subclass or a main class, I will gain access to all the photon arts. However, you will always be able to do the normal attack as well as the weapon action, regardless of what weapon you multi-weapon with, alright? So you can definitely use this to your advantage. So for me as a Braver, my main problem is mobility. I can't get to high places, especially when I'm fighting Dustals and Didals. But now I have these Wild Lances, so I can now simply just hook in and boom, easy peasy, super easy mobility. And I'll be able to just get to high places simply by pressing my weapon action, which is really nice. So the way that I do it is I leave it on my sub palette. I simply just have the weapon action here, so it does not interrupt my weapon palette itself. So you can see my weapon palette is all katana PAs as well as katana normal attacks, which means that the moment I left click, I will automatically switch back to a katana. So you see I hook in, I attack, and boom, I'm back to my katana, so I can weapon action again, which allows me to counter. Because the last thing you want to do is you want to be in your Wild Lances and you realize that, oh, I can't weapon action because I'm holding my Wild Lances. So it's very important to distinguish specific buttons for specific weapon actions. So, you know, in my case, my mouse 4 is going to be my katana weapon action, and my number 3 on my keyboard is going to be the Wild Lance weapon action. And that way I can alternate between the two weapon actions at a single click very, very easily. Okay? Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome?